Good morning, everyone. My name's Oliver Lyu, and I've gone live this morning because I've got a serious problem that I'm really going to beg you guys for help with. And I just want to borrow your time for 5-10 minutes and ask you a big favour at the end of this. And I really hope that you can help us out. We've got a massive problem. It's been emerging. It's not new. It's been coming for probably a decade in the veterinary industry, whereby we are losing more of our workforce than we're bringing into the profession. And there's many reasons for this, including long hours, low pay, stress, unmet expectations from every level, from inside and out. There's been many individuals, attempt over the past 5-10 years to address this problem. One of the symptoms of the problem is the high suicide rate in veterinarians, which is 4 times the national average worldwide, and it's also twice that of other health care workers in our society. And the same goes for nurses as well. Veterinary nurses are hit with similar issues, and it's a problem that is going to leave us unsustainable in our profession and industry. And the thought of not having doctors and nurses to look after our animals is just unbelievably sad. And I really want to hope that and I know there is an answer out there, and it's a very good answer. It's in the process now, and it's called Sustainable Veterinary Careers. It's a not-for-profit charity organisation headed up by Dr. Kate Clark, and she's got an amazing team of volunteers around her. They have a Facebook page and a web page, and it is going to be the one resource that's going to bring all of the great teams of helpers and resources together in a sustainably funded format, because there's just been too many little individuals or groups chipping away at the leaves of this toxic weed that we've got in our industry and profession, but no one's really gone after the roots to kill the roots and to turn it around and to make the veterinary profession and industry great again. So the big problem has always been that we haven't had funding, sustainable funding that is going to be able to drive these programs to not only make our lives, us individually, more resilient, and us individually more able to cope and look after ourselves, and but it's also going to look at ways to help our clients, our customers, to understand what's going on, and to bring out the best in us, to make sure we bring our best energy every single day and show up and keep showing up and be here for the long haul. We can't have all this amazing talent be trained through our 5, 6, 7 years at university only to see 50% leave within 5 years. That's just such a waste of resources. So I've spoken in this space quite a bit over the years, and want to, in 2015, I was lucky enough to be invited to speak at the first international symposium on veterinary suicide. It was run in Brisbane. There was an international speaker from the UK highlighting that this is a worldwide problem. It's not just Australia and New Zealand, it's worldwide. And I sat through all the talks, I gave a talk, told my story, and the big thing at the end of the day, the big elephant in the room, is that there's no sustainable funding method for all these programs. And if we ask people to fund them themselves, when they're in trouble, you haven't got the resources to come up with the funding. So I just want to, I sort of thought, how can this happen, to have a sustainable funding method? And it is available, and Dr. Kate Clark and her team at Sustainable Veterinary Careers are going to champion this funding model. It's not going to rely on any sort of association fees, membership fees. It's all going to just roll along in the background of the industry, and the industry will fund it. So I just, the favour I want to ask you guys is to go to the Sustainable Veterinary Careers Facebook page, to go in and scroll down, complete the survey, and it'll only take 5-10 minutes, very quick. But we need mass numbers to complete the survey. If you've worked, in the veterinary industry in the way of either a vet or a nurse or an office person, receptionist, cleaner, whatever, if you've been in that environment and you've seen how tough it is, we need you to complete that survey as soon as possible. And then, but then come back to this page and please tag 3 people you know who have worked in the industry and ask them to go to that survey and complete the survey. So if you can do that within a week, that would be awesome. And I'll come back in a week's time to check up and see if you've done that. So please go to Sustainable Veterinary Careers. It's a not-for-profit charity organisation, and complete the survey. They're not going to be collecting any of your details. You don't even need to put your email address down or anything. It's anonymous. We just need people who have worked in the industry to complete it as soon as possible, so that we can collectively find a way to sustainably make the profession great again, so that we can have, you know, our beloved animals here having nurses and doctors forever, because at the moment it's just not happening. And you can see how easy in the background accidents happen. Look out. You know, these things are very good at hurting each other. And Oreo, Missy, come here. Naughty dogs. So yeah, if you could please do this. Love you all. Have a great day.